Hey everybody, it's Queen of Light 1111. Hope you guys are doing well and had a great weekend. I am back with your energy check-ins. And so, I like to do these on Mondays where I take a look at the soul level and see how things are really coming down into the 3D. So, we're doing this again today on Monday. But again, these readings are meant to be timeless, so it doesn't matter when you watch it. You will hopefully take away a message or some information or some guidance that is applicable for you and your journey. If you want to book your own personal reading, coaching session, or healing session, go to queenoflight1111.com. Let's start with the soul's energy, okay? So we have here at the bottom of the deck, you guys know, for those of you who've been following me for a while, bottom of the deck energy is very significant for me because it tells me what is happening at the energy reading, and it gives me the theme of the reading. So when I get into the energies that are specific for masculine, feminine, and the connection, I always look at the bottom of the deck as the main theme. So we have here indigo in this deck as one of the main themes of the reading today for the soul level. The indigo in this deck is the Magician card. This is the energy of the magician, mastery. This is about, being highly evolved. This is the energy of having the ability to create through focused attention and create this in the world, okay? This is also the energy of mastery. So mastery has been achieved at the soul level around movement forward in love. There has been a mastery at the masculine and feminine level where they can now bring this action of movement, of this holy grail, of this chalice of love into the 3D. So now let's take a look specifically at divine feminine and her soul growth, okay? Look at this, 9 of crystals. This is, and I always say, by the way, when I do this reading specifically, if I get Pentacles energy at the soul level, I know it's grounded or grounding in the 3D. If I get Cups, that is typically a 5D energy for me around some emotional mastery. And then Wands and Swords, I kind of look at what is clarifying them to further understand the messaging. 9 of crystals for divine feminine. This is telling me that divine feminine is in her soul mastery. Did we not just get that indigo card, which is the magician? So now we have the 9 of pentacles, which tells me she's confident about where she is on her soul's path, her soul's journey. She's worked on her love, on her beauty, on her evolution. She's worked with her higher self. She's seen through the darkness. She has focus. She has understanding. She has mastery. Look at this, of the Hierophant. This is of her soul lessons. This is of her spiritual connection. The Hierophant card is often considered like the spiritual contract, the spiritual connection, but it is also a card of traditions. It is also a card of morality. It is also a card of ethics, right? And being ethical and moral. So when the Hierophant comes out, this is that teacher. This is that spiritual advisor. This is someone who is enlightened and someone who people go to for guidance. So this person could potentially be someone who is a teacher, a coach, a healer, some light worker in the 3D realm, because there has been emotional mastery. She has awoken to her soul's purpose. She has heeded her inner call, and it is grounded in the 3D. So her overall energy towards her masculine as her soul is evolving is that she has achieved mastery. She is in union of self. She is a teacher. She is a light worker. She is someone who's moral and ethical, someone who understands spiritual connections. Okay, now let's see how this is translating now into the 3D. Bottom of the deck for divine feminine is the 9 of swords and this card about confusion, doubts. So in the 3D, she has some confusion. She has stress because things seem very uncertain to her. She has this mastery at the soul level. She has her intuition that she listens in on. but there is still some stress that is processing out in this connection. But I love this in her energy towards masculine and 3D temperance. She is balancing this. She is healing this. She is harmonizing. She is anchoring in her intuition, and she is anchoring in through these rough patches, through this confusion, through chaos. She is really trying to be the anchor, and anchor in healing into the 3D for herself and the connection, because there is conflict. There is conflict, and the conditions are harsh with her divine masculine. But she sees her masculine in the King of Cups energy, which is this emotional energy, someone who maybe is still working through their emotions, someone who is still considering their emotions. There is also stress about whether or not he is in his heart space. So this is her in her power, in her mastery, understanding that there is healing that is being taken place, but there's also an anchoring of this healing that needs to occur, because her personal wish is her divine masculine. Her wish fulfillment and her king is her divine masculine. But there is a lot of stress about the uncertainty in this connection at this time. Divine masculine's 5D energy, soul energy at this time. Look at this, 2 of orbs, 2 of swords, and the 8 of pentacles. So this is really telling me that this energy is grounding. 8 of pentacles, earth energy. He is really working with his higher self on his mental conflict. There is, and look at this, there's this balancing that's happening. And look at her first card out here in her 3D is this balancing of energies, is this healing of energies. So he's still working on this at the soul level. So when 2 of orbs comes out, right, that's always about the mental energy, but it's with the 8 of pentacles. So it is telling me it is happening at the earth plane as well. So the 2 of orbs, this is really about, you know, possibilities. This is also about imbalance. This is all about, you know, really trying to seek resolution. Okay, so this person is perfectly poised, trying to figure out how to balance things out, pondering different but equal options available. This is about reflection. This is about a little bit of going into that emotional energy, right? And really trying to understand where will affect the greater change. This is about being vulnerable. Look, you know, one part of her is exposed, one part is draped. There is this energy of being vulnerable, okay? But then also kind of wanting to protect yourself, wanting to protect the vulnerability. So there are options. There are options. There are opinions, ideas, visions that he is trying to achieve clarity on. He is really dedicating his effort. He's really working hard at the soul level to master himself emotionally. Okay, he's really working with his higher self, perhaps even with divine feminine's higher self, his own spirit angels, his own spirit team, on how to master and balance things out in the mental realm, in the connection within his own journey. So what's going on in the 3D? How is this translating into the 3D for him? Well, look at this, Hanged Man, right? So this is the energy of pause. It's the energy of new perspective. It's the energy of sacrifice. It's the energy of, you know, I need to let go of things that don't serve me. And so he's working through his doubts. He's working through his confusion. He's working through his options. He's really working through the things that, you know, that matter to him, that align him with his soul, that align him with his higher self. So how is this now translating? Sorry, I'm having the hiccups all of a sudden. Translating, and by the way, when in like my belief system, when people get the hiccups, it's like someone's thinking of you. So anyway, it's interesting. So how is this coming down into 3D? They have hiccups. Sorry, I have the hiccups again. 9 of Wands, wounds. He's wounded. It's been a long journey. He needs a pause. He needs to be in that Hanged Man's energy before he starts moving towards his union again. There is this destiny. There is this change that he wants to affect through the end of this connection, because this connection is going through some major cycles and changes. He wants to change this connection. He wants to transform this connection. Look at this, Magician. Bottom of the deck, we have Magician for the soul's energy. He wants to be in his mastery to communicate with his divine feminine. She is in her confidence. She's with or without you. Look, 9 of Pentacles energy. And he wants to use his knowledge. He wants to open up the book of knowledge and secrets and the things that he's been holding within and communicate. But he needs to come into a place of mastery. He needs to come into a place of empowerment. And more importantly, he needs to come into a place of healing in order to affect that change that he's working on right now. So what is happening in the connection in the 5D? Look at this beautiful card, 6 of Cups and the King of Swords. This is masculine's energy. I really feel this strongly. This is divine masculine working on that 2 of Swords energy, working on this magician's energy to communicate, because the King of Swords is someone who has his thoughts and his words and integrity. And this connection cannot come down into this 3D union, which, I mean, you have it here, 6 of Cups, until he's mastered this integrity, mastered his honesty, because there is an energy right now with the masculine where he is not sitting in his authenticity. So this 6 of Chalices in the energy of the connection, you look at them, there's still children here getting ready to be born. Who's born? Indigo. It's getting ready to birth in the 5D, but there's still some work that needs to happen. This needs to get back into the energy of remembering the innocence of the connection, surrendering and trusting in the connection, believing that things are unfolding as they should, recognizing that they are part of the same universe, that they are part of each other's divine plan. And this is the knowledge that he is obtaining in this King of Swords energy in the 5D. This is what he's working on, balancing out these thoughts and these words so that he can communicate. Message card as the magician in the 5D. So now let's take a look at how this is all grounding. Okay, how is this energy grounding the 3D? Look, you can't make this up. Bottom of the deck, 2 of Cups, falling in love or the resurgence of a romantic relationship, forgiveness and the ending of challenges. So this is the energy. Look at it, it says resurgent of a relationship, forgiveness, exchanging gifts. Don't give up on people you love. So right now there's challenges, right? There's conflict, there is fighting, there is healing, there is wounding, there is change, there is mental conflict, all happening in the connection right now. Forgiveness is key. First card out for the connective energy is, let me get this in order. Look at this, Page of Pentacles. Here's the offer. This is about getting to work. This is about news. This is about study. This is about learning. So we're learning about our burdens at this time. We're gaining knowledge, King of Swords, about this connection at this time in the 3D. There's a lot of stress. Look, Divine Feminine had 9 of Swords at the bottom of her deck. There's a lot of stress. There's unfounded fear, expecting the worst, allowing worry to grow out, out of proportion. So there's this Divine Feminine in the energy really stressed out about whether or not this will bloom, whether or not that she will find this abundance again, because wounds have created blocks in the connection. People are standing up for themselves. People are challenging each other, but this is also about confidence. This is about confidence that they need to obtain, like masculine needs to obtain to communicate. But right now we are very much standing up for ourselves and our belief systems. We've battled. And so we're in our homes. We're tending to our own sanity. We're tending to our own peace. We're tending to our own health. And that is so that we can pause for a moment. So that we can plant seeds, so that we can put the effort in. But this patience energy right now is an obstacle. It is a challenge because this patience is requiring healing. Healing is occurring, but this patience is stressing out feminine. And the more that masculine doesn't act, right, or he deals with his burdens, the more he gets into some mental conflict. So there's a lot going on that this union still must be suspended for at this time, so masculine can further learn, so that he can release behaviors. Feminine can heal her stress. Feminine can heal through this conflict and this wounding that has occurred, so we can stabilize and ground a beautiful connection in the 3D. So whatever is happening is for the highest good. surrender to it, allow the divine to work within your journey and within your connection, because that is always for the highest good. If it appears things are not working out at this time, well, again, that is for your highest good. You must tap back into your intuition to understand it, because masculine is very much working on this intuition too, so that both of you can have this knowledge and ground this connection into the 3D. If you want to book your own personal reading, coaching session, or healing session with me, go to queenoflight1111.com. Have a great day, everybody. Bye.